impeccable button-down shirt. Levi was chewing on one of his lip piercings, and his mohawk looked as though he'd been running nervous fingers through it all night. His t-shirt was rumpled as well. He had to have been worried if he'd left Junebug's side at the den. All three of her friends looked past Harper as though they expected someone to come in behind. It was obvious enough that she paused and looked over her shoulder, even though, with her keen senses, she knew nobody was there. What the hell was going on? Then she looked around again, peering past the twins. No Jade, no Alec. Harper hoped Jade was still asleep and Alec was upstairs watching over her. Sometimes, Jade slept for a day or more after draining her magic reserves. But Harper's friends looked as though they'd been keeping a damn vigil all night, and their concerned faces scared her. It was so at odds with the joking demeanor of Easy's texts. Harper tried to shove away the hot thread of worry that wrapped itself around her throat. "Where are Jade and Alec?" Easy said, and the thread turned into a noose. "What do you mean, where are Jade and Alec?" Harper said, searching their faces. "They left last night. Should have been back late. Did you knock upstairs?" "Nobody's in, we're sure of it. Jade and Alec aren't answering their phones either," Levi said. "Why didn't you say that before?" Harper waved her phone at them. There had to be a good, reasonable explanation for why Jade and Alec were out of contact. Maybe nobody had knocked loud enough. That had to be it. "We figured they were right behind you, and you sounded fine, so I guess we assumed everything was fine," Easy said. "Everything was fine." Harper pushed past them and made her way to the back of the shop. She unlocked the rear door and leaned out, looking around the parking lot. No truck. Jade's car was there, but the truck they'd borrowed from the logging camp the night before, the truck that Jade and Alec should have arrived home safe and sound in, it wasn't there. A million justifications started piling up in Harper's mind as she stalked back down the hall to her friends. "We defeated the sorcerer," she said. "Jade was how she gets after a big fight, especially 'cause she got a mountain dropped on her at one point, but Alec was driving. Harper paused to take a breath, feeling the weight of everyone's worried gazes on her. "We won. Everything was fine." "Maybe they hit another moose," Levi said with a forced smile that was more grimace than grin. Laura shook her head. "I can try calling her phone again." "What if Bob got her?" Levi said, jumping straight to what everyone was thinking. "Bob?" Harper said, even though she had a feeling who he meant. "Yeah, we decided the first needed a name. Bob, big old bad." "You decided," Easy muttered. "Besides, his name is probably the old-timey European equivalent of John." "I think John is the old-timey European equivalent of John," Laura said. "John Bob?" Levi's smile was almost convincing this time. "No." Easy glared at his twin. "We don't have to assume the worst. Shit happens. They were tired. It was a long day. Maybe they stopped somewhere to rest?" Harper said. She stepped between the twins, hands up in a placating gesture. Levi and Easy both gave her flat, disbelieving looks, but that was the best explanation she could come up with that didn't involve Bob. All the others ranged from bad to really fucking bad. Sure, the first was still out there, and who knew what minions of evil he had running around, but not everything had to be terrible all the time. Maybe. Probably. And yet Jade had been so tired, so weak, and while she was immortal, Alec wasn't, and the first definitely had it out for the former justice. "She had her phone, yeah?" Laura tapped her fingers on the counter, drawing Harper's attention back to reality. "Yeah, pretty sure." "It's ringing before going to voicemail, so I think it isn't shut off. Hang on." Laura went to the main computer and pulled up a search page. "You were searching Where's My Phone?" Easy asked as he crowded up beside Harper at the counter. "Jade leaves her email logged in on, everything," Laura said. "There!" Harper pointed and then put her hand down, feeling like a dork. On the map, a dot had popped up, showing Jade's phone's location. In the middle of nowhere, Idaho. Well, not quite nowhere. "Zoom out a bit," Harper said. Laura complied. "There.